Hey everybody, and welcome back. And after a long holiday, we are back to doing some quests. Now, I've spent some of my time kind of smithing and going around, and we're going to work on some combat experience today. And going to just head over to the Goblin village, kind of get started. And I kind of have the idea to do Goblin diplomacy. So I am going to kill goblins until I have at least 3, or I think it's 4 Goblin male. And you can see we got about 10 strength, 10 attack, and about 5 defense. So we'll see where we're at after we kind of wrap up at the Goblin village. And again, we're going to be getting everything absolutely legitly. There's going to be no stopping at the Grand Exchange. It's going to be going to where the item originates. I don't know why I was struggling with that. But yeah, right where the item originates. So everybody can follow along. Iron Man can too. This will be kind of also a help along toward other quests with getting up to a higher combat level, because most of the next quests that I'd like to do will require me to be at least combat level 20. And I am going to try to do Shield of Arab sometime in this playthrough, because I personally have never done it. I just never had somebody to do it with. But we are going to keep killing goblins. I have about 2 goblin male now. And we have gone up some in attack, about 2 levels since we last talked. And just keep on laying out some goblins. And it was a good holiday season. I hope everybody saw family and everyone stayed safe and stayed healthy. And I'll be getting back to making some videos, kind of just life got a little bit crazy. So we shall be getting back to it like I used to have them going out. But we are going to spend most of our time now working on combat experience. I would still like to work on smithing and mining just to be able to supplement my armor instead of buying sets from the Grand Exchange. So we'll get to that as well. Further leveling in smithing and mining, and maybe I'll make a guide toward that to kind of increase that experience a little bit quicker, what quests you can do to help you along. I've already done Knight's Sword and Dork's Quest. Those are kind of the main 2 on the free-to-play side, but as soon as we kind of get all of our skills to level 40, I plan to invest in membership, and we are going to start doing quests that will kind of be a little bit more intermediate, if you'd like to say like that. But yeah, about level 11 strength. Been here for quite some time now. Got about 15 attack, still 5 defense. And we are just going to get the highest attacks we can while we're starting early. So we will work on defense, but it's not going to be immediate here. Okay, so 13 strength, 15 attack. Let's do Goblin diplomacy. We have 4 male, and we are going to get everything we need before we head up here, because once we have everything, we can kind of just scroll through the dialogue and everything will be done. But first order of business is going, I think it's down to Remington. Need to grab some onions. So away we go for more walking. So we made it back, still in the Goblin village. Well, yeah, we really didn't go too far. But we are going over here in Remington and then to Falador to get woad leaves. So we are in Draenor right now. We'll keep going through and following west towards Remington. And once we hit Remington, we are going to grab kind of, I think it's like 2 of each, maybe 3 of each. And Aggie right in Draenor is going to be making the dye that we need for this. Now that we have all the required goblin mail, it's not going to be too difficult. It's more difficult actually getting the dye together. But here are the onions in Remington, and they're in that first field when you come down south. We'll take 3 with us. All right, and woad leaves. Now, woad leaves, I'm pretty sure you can buy them from one of the gardeners up in Falador Park. And I am going to, I don't know if it's that or if it's the paladin sitting on the bench, but I remember it was somewhere in this little garden. So we'll talk to you first. Nope, don't think that is him. No. Okay. What about you? Do you sell woad leaves? No, this is the Christmas event. Okay. So, what? Who do you talk to? Is it you? No, just keep off the flowers. Okay. Huh. Who do you talk to? And these are all people, we're just NPCs. And I think we've seen everybody back this way. Okay. So, maybe it's Cassie? Yeah, I think this is the shield shop lady though. That's just the thing. It's gonna be shields, right? Yep, it's just shields. Weird. Okay. Alright, yep, we were in the right spot, we just didn't go far enough. So you gotta go and talk to Wyron. You know, use some woad leaves. You're gonna only need 2 of them. We're just gonna upsell them as much as we can just to get these easily. To just take about 100 gold with you. It'll work for the whole quest. So now that we have the woad leaves and the onions, all we need now is red berries. Now in the last quests that we have done, you know red berries reside down here. So we are going to head to Veyric. Veyric. However you like to say it, off to Veyric. Okay, so once we get the red berries, I think we need 2-3 of them. But you can just walk from Falador if you don't have a teleport. I do a fair share amount of walking. I really need to work on magic, so we can just kind of zip around real quick. But I'll get back to you when we're in Veyric. Alright, now we're going to be headed south and out by the Dark Wizards. You're going to turn straight left and just keep heading east. And it'll be chilling out by the mining pit. And we need to get out of here before this becomes an issue. Go. Okay, and we're out. You know, I don't know what level they become de-aggroed at you. I'm pretty sure it's combat level 20. Pretty sure. Hopefully sooner than later that won't be a problem. Red berries. So red berries are down here. This is where they always kind of are. And I think there's 2 a bushel? 2 maybe? Yeah, about 2. Alright, so let's go to Aggie. So back in Lumbridge, we are going to take the west way and kind of head our way back towards Draenor to go talk to Aggie, and she's at that little red icon. She's going to be chilling around the cauldron, and you can ask her to make dyes for you. And we're going to need blue dye, yellow dye, and red dye. So, now that we're in Draenor, let's go ahead into this little kind of circle and go ahead and talk to Aggie. And you can see I finally turned roofs off, and it's amazing what turning roofs off do for you. You know, you don't have to like work magic to get yourself inside of a doorway so the roof disables, but ask for, well, any of the dyes right now. 3 lots of red berries. Okay, well, give me some red dye. Oh no. Okay, yeah, you needed 3. So we are going to make all of the other dye real quick. Yeah, it's 3. Okay. We gotta walk back. we gotta walk back all the way to Bayrak. All the way back. That's exciting. Well, don't make the mistake I did and not bring 3 with you. So it's 3 onions, 2 onions, and 5 coins, and you get yellow dye. So let's make that real quick. There's the yellow, and let's talk to her one more time. And I think, is it 2 woad leaves? Please be 2. Nope, fat fingered it. Okay. Okay. We need blue. Give me the blue one. Alright, 2 woad leaves, 5 coins, and let's make the blue dye. Alright, let's go all the way back to go get 1 more red berry. I love walking. Okay, so finally we made it back to the red berry bushel. Hooray, I'm so glad we walked from Draenor all the way back to Bayrak to grab this little, yeah, bring 3, just grab 3. Fuck, grab like 6. Especially with the knight's sword, you need 2, 3, well, even 4 with a low enough cooking level. Just grab a lot of red berries. Alright, we should be able to make said dye now. Open the door. In we go. Make some dye. We are going to make red dye now. Boom. Yeah, red dye. Alright. We need to head extremely north so we can go to the Goblin village. Mix your red and your yellow dye, make some orange dye, and just take yourself all the way up here. So, time for a run, time for a walk, time for more footwork. But I'll see y'all when we are in Falador and we are a little bit closer to the Goblin village. Alright, so we headed out the North Pass through Falador, and this is right where Doric's quest is, if that kind of gives you a better idea of where we are. And you just keep heading north, and with 4 sets of Goblin mail, orange dye and blue dye, that should be everything that is required for Goblin diplomacy. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure it's a crafting level. Not 100%. But we do get the emotes out of this. Alright, talk to either one of them. Go ahead and cycle through the dialogue. And they just argue over what colors they like the best. And we are going to just ask them to pick an armor color for them. And as soon as they go through that, here we go. I'll pick it for you. And I say, what do you pick? And you can kind of choose whatever you want. Doesn't really matter. And then they kind of bicker back and forth again. And then they say, you know, hey, help us come up with a new color. So, what about a different color? And they will give you the option to start Goblin diplomacy. And we're going to accept that. And we are going to use the orange dye on a piece of Goblin mail. And give it back to them. Alright, inventory. Orange dye on the Goblin mail. And then we're gonna do blue dye on the other set of mail, because that is what they are going to want after they get orange. They are going to like the blue. So here's the orange. Then you get a little cutscene. There he goes. Comes back wearing the orange. Alright. And after that, they're both gonna hate it. And make the blue. Talk to them again. Don't like the orange, let's try blue. Okay. Blue armor. And out he walks. Gets the blue stuff. And then they're both gonna hate it. And after that happens, of course, in true RuneScape fashion, they ask you for plain goblin mail. So, talk to them one more time, and they will ask you for brown mail. There you go. And out he walks. Give them the classic that they always wear. And then wouldn't you know it, they agree. And there you have it. That, my friends, is Goblin diplomacy. So, it's good to be back. It's good to see you all again. And I hope to see you in some future videos. Thanks for stopping by, and hope you enjoyed. And, of course, as always,